Yo, I guess Beast, back with some more Beastly content. Today I'm going to be doing a guide over Training Cave. This is going to be a bit of a long video. You better get ready to watch this video because there's a lot to it. And yeah, let's just get on into this. So, Training Cave, Training Dungeon, whatever it's called Training Dungeon in the actual event tab if you're curious. This is where you find it. You only unlock this after clearing a certain point in story. I think you actually have to clear through all the new story in order to do this. But once you unlock it, you will be able to do it. And go ahead and see, you need one of these keys. I'm not quite sure how you get the keys. You may get a key for completing it. You may be able to just get it out of events and stuff. I'm not 100% sure in that regard. However, what I am sure on is that I need to farm 100 days. I need to do that event, actually. Besides that, though, I am sure on how do you get to it, and they give you one key to start out with. Maybe you get another one just for clearing it. Maybe you only get one every few days. I'm not sure. 30 ambers are placed when the training grotto opens, which 5 are selected at random as ambers that can be battled against once the training cave. I'm not sure. You may just not be able to enter until you clear it. So anyway, first things first, I'm going to tell you the key units you need. You need the red SR Elizabeth and Hawk. You need the SSR Red Merlin. At least she's very, very useful. You're going to need the SR Bond leveled up. You're going to need SR Slater, at least decently leveled up. The blue SSR Diane is actually recommended for a key unit, so I would go ahead and level her up actually. And Rupture, Disable, and Debuff. I'm going to see which one this is. Matrona Diane. So if you have Matrona Diane, it will help you out a ton. If you have Galland, that'll help you out. Galland does really well. Blue King, Red Helbram are really, really good. They are also key units. You're going to need Green Meliodas. You're going to need Green Jericho. Escanar is very, very good. He's not mandatory per se, but he is one of the main units in one of the teams you do need. However, he's just a DPS unit. He's not doing anything too crazy there, so it's fine if you swap him out for someone else that's green. You're just going to need a lot of characters leveled up in your box. A lot of the SR characters actually are really good fodder characters anyway for the lower level fights. Blue Demon Meliodas will make this really, really easy when you're facing your own team. Hauser's really good. If you have him, level him up a little bit. The SSR Hauser. As a matter of fact, we're going to make sure I have him. This right here is Heart of the Land. So I think my Matrona Diane is leveled up. If I have her, I should have her, but I'm not sure. Unless this is right here. Okay, Fighter Diane's the new one. So I should have Matrona Diane by now. I do believe I pulled her randomly, actually, which was very lucky for me because I actually do really need her. Anyway, Red Hauser, I'm not seeing him in the SSR list, so he must be at least an S, or at least the UR for me, so that's good. Green Bond's really good, and so is the Green Hawk and Elizabeth. You actually want to level up both Hawk and Elizabeth, which is really, really interesting to find out, because, well, it's useful. Anyway, basically have all the characters in your box leveled up to level 50. I'm just going to be straight up with you. At least get them leveled up to their max level of whatever grade they are. It's recommended to get them all to SSR, but some of the SRs you're not going to be able to do. A lot of the SSRs, I wouldn't go through and do all of them. I would do the key units I listed first, and then after that, level up SSR units. But anyway, let's get on to the teams themselves. So if you're facing the green boss that has like the tongue, SSR Elizabeth and Hawk is great. The Freezing Red Merlin is great. SR Bond can be used if you need more damage. Same with Gustav. Though your key units are the Merlin and the Elizabeth and Hawk. The main thing is every debuff removed recovers 50% of missing HP, 3% increased crit chance per skill used, and starts with 2 orbs in the ultimate move gauge. That's the passive of the boss. I'm honestly not going to read that every single time, though it is useful information to know. Info though, boss can be froze, but recovers HP based off of missing HP and debuff of swearing off. So if he loses a debuff, he recovers HP, and he recovers HP based upon missing HP. So the more HP he's missing, the more HP he recovers. So you're really gonna have a new card. You do need a damage dealing unit. However, the SR Red Hawk and Elizabeth will do great on this. The thing to note about Training Cave is you will get 5 battles, and at least I do believe it's 5 battles. The main thing to notice is that you can only use one character, or each character can only be used once per battle, or per Training Cave run. So once you use a team, you're out of those cards. Those cards are gone for good. Now, that being said, so take that into account. Like, the SR Bond can be used in 2 things. Now, he's an other unit on the first one I'm explaining here, but he is a key unit on the skeleton green guy. So I would save him unless you absolutely have to use him and have no other units there, because he is another unit you can use. But the main thing is the Red Merlin and the Elizabeth Hawk, and killing one hit with Liz Hawk's ultimate. So once again, you're just going to pump out a lot of damage to this guy. It looks like he has a lot of healing, so if you could just nuke him and get rid of him, you're good. So if you have a damage dealing unit, and he's a green guy, so of course use a red. So any good red unit can do damage dealing, or even SR reds. Just use a full team of red SSR, or SRs if you have to. I don't think he's that hard. Especially if he's a level 1. Now we have the green skeleton. The main unit is to use the Bond. He depletes ult, and that apparently is very, very important. So the only thing you want to do with this fight is use all SRs. Use the SR Bond if you have him. Please do that, or someone that's an SR unit that can deplete ultimate gauge. The thing to note is that if you use a more leveled up SR unit, you're not going to have it later on, so you may just want to go through and try and get rid of some SR units on this fight, because it's an easy fight. It's just really long, so you're going to have to sit there for a bit and just whittle away the health, but you are getting rid of the SR units, not your really, really good units. Now, the next fight is the green unit, and it is the chick with, like, the teeth. The main unit to use here is Slater, and he disables skills, so use someone that disables skills. Then the red Meliodas is good for DPS, so use a red unit for DPS. And the Vivian that's an SR is actually good at disabling ults. Now, there are other units that disable ults, but she's a cheap unit you can use there just to get rid of ults without having to use a good unit. Now, onto the red bosses. So, we have the Hellbrum. He's a red Hellbrum. The main thing they're telling you to use is Matrona Fighter Diane, because she causes rupture and can disable buffs. And then the other options you have are literal just any blue unit. If you have a blue unit, use them. But the good thing about the SR Arthur is Detonation. Elizabeth has Disable Debuff. Blue Gowther has Disabled Debuff, and that's the blue Elizabeth, by the way, just by herself. Blue Merlin disables skills, and the blue Ramiru disables or causes rupture. So there are all the other units you can use. Now, once again, Ramiru, okay, cool. If you got her and you leveled her up, that's a good thing to know. Very good unit for this specifically because Training Cave requires a lot of units. Now, on to the next red guy. He just has like a beard and long hair. I don't know all the names, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. Taunt is amazing for this, so you could use Galland. There's a couple other people that actually do cause Taunt. Boss will repeatedly attack Galland. Only AoE attack is his ultimate. Elizabeth passive heals, and Marma's max HP increases. Helps survive until the ultimates are ready. Elizabeth heals, and the Marma's increases HP. The Marma's is going to be your sub-unit. You're going to want to use the Marma for your sub-unit. Let me actually level that up a little bit more. Unless I already have it leveled up. If Marma is the... I should have that leveled up, actually. It should be like... Yeah, this should be Marma, right? No. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I have Marma leveled up. Awesome. Only level 50, but at least it's an SSR now. And that's from going from an R. So let's actually level that up again. Because I know I can. Oh, I can't? I am out of R ones? Okay, well look, I was like, this is an expensive thing to do. Anyway, next red one, he has horns as a helmet. Red Hellbrum's really good for petrifying. Blue King's really good for petrifying. Those are the two key units. And then Gowther is another unit you can use here. He uses rank up. The boss can be petrified here, so honestly just bring a petrifying unit and some damage dealing units, and you're fine. Use the petrify at the end and petrify him. Blue King's amazing for this. Red Hellbrum's amazing for this. You have two petrifying units, and if you have a couple things that need petrification in a row, I think you may actually be able to get these twice in a row. Onto the blue ones. We have the blue Hendrickson, Demon Hendrickson. The main person to use here is Green Meliodas for DPS, so just honestly other green units are going to help you out. The other units to use are the green Elaine, because she causes rank down and depletes ultimate move gauge. I think this is a harder fight, so I would honestly use her if you have her leveled up, because you probably have her level up for the king thing anyway. Rank down, deplete ultimate for the SR Gowther. That's awesome. That's another rank down unit, but that's another option if you don't have the Elaine available for use. I have her available for use, as long as I don't get a bad set of runs where I have to use her early and before the Hendrickson fight. Jillian increases HP, which is great, so a healer. It's going to be nice to have a healer here. Same as Hendrickson fight in the story, so if you fought the Hendrickson fight in the story, you can clear this if you can build a team out of the units that you have. Finish with green melee counter. So the counter card is key here. Basically, you want to use the green melee, and you're going to have them because a lot of people have the melee. Full counter is your way to go. You could probably also use the blue one, though he's blue, so he's not going to be doing as much damage, but he'll have equal type advantage, so it won't be that bad. Now, on to the next blue. Golden crown looks like horns. I don't know. It kind of looks like antlers, I guess. Green Jericho's for DPS. Honestly, amazing. Green Lilia increases damage taken to the boss, which is great. Ruin reduces attack. So if you have Ruin, you can reduce their attack, which is also nice. And reduce pierce rate with Valenti. So there's your options for subs, but honestly, the boss has high pierce attacks and nuke the boss down. So, nuke with Jericho, increase your own damage. So, buff your Jericho up. Make sure the enemy can't do too much damage to you. You don't want to die. If your Jericho's not built enough, you may want to, like, I don't know, just use a good green for DPS. You don't actually have to use Jericho. I wouldn't use Escanor on this fight specifically, because he's actually recommended for the next fight, which is the Blue Dragon. Escanor and SR Gustav are the key units here. SR Gustav because he freezes. Though, you could also use Green Merlin and also the Green Hellbrom for increased attack. And the reason why they're saying these guys is because they're green and it's type advantage. Freeze boss to get extra turns. Use Merlin's passive to get in fast ultimates and shut the boss down with high damage from Escanor. So, use a green DPS unit. I actually don't have the Escanor, but I do have another unit that is green. I do believe I have tons of green units. Escanor is the only missing unit I have. Valenti probably doesn't do that much damage, I suppose, so I probably shouldn't use her right away. I do have a bunch of SR ones, so I guess if the HP saves, that's good. It probably doesn't, though. Versus your own team, SSR Hauser. Versus your own team of green units. SSR Hauser does attack all enemies DPS. He increases his own attack, he does AoE DPS, and he does AoE DPS. Use AoE attacks. Okay, so if you're facing your own team, basically just attack all enemies and obliterate the team really, really quickly, because that's all you gotta do. And do it based upon typing, so use type advantage no matter what. I'm assuming that's what they all say. That's what they all say. If you face your own team, all you gotta do is have type advantage with attack all enemy attacks, so you can kill all 3 of the enemies at once. Because it is your own team, you will have whatever skills your team has fighting against you just with type advantage. So, or just with one typing. So, without further ado, let's get on into this. I've explained this enough. Like I said, go through and level all your stuff up. We have Hero Enhanced Super and Ultra success rates right now. I do believe there's some events to get SSR and SR pendants. I would level up the key units I mentioned because I listed them out, and then I listed all the teams. Honestly, I think I've given you enough information. Let's get on into this. I think I have enough units leveled up. If I don't, we will find out for sure. The training grotto is open. Let's go ahead and enter. Let's see what happens. Come on. Let's get our training grotto on the go. Because I've never done this before, actually. I know this is a long video. I've already warned you this. We're going to go with a level 1 green. That sounds fun. And a level 1 green would be any of 4. Goddess Amber. And it is the enemy CC 60k. So I just have to get 60k CC. Auto set. What do you recommend me to use, game? And what are you wasting if I use what you're recommending? It's green, so I'm guessing red's good against green. Is it red? What's the typing system? Okay, so we're facing a green unit. We need to use reds. So I'm just going to use red SRs for now. I think that's a good idea because I don't think it's going to be an issue using red SRs. So, see, I actually didn't see if it was anything, but yeah, we're just gonna, since it's a level 1, I think we're just gonna go with this. And we're gonna use, there we go, we're gonna try, ooh, we need to use one good unit. We're gonna use one really good red that isn't a requirement. We'll use this guy, let's see if he helps any. He could help a little bit. No, we're gonna have to use some actual good red units here, it looks like. Which really sucks, because that means I'm gonna get rid of some units. Quickly, we'll use some SSR. So it's 60k, we still need to use something, I guess. Do we have a good SSR red that I can use that I'm not nuking myself by using? Arthur. Arthur didn't seem recommended a lot. He's UR at least. That's good. We're gonna have to go with a full team of SSRs, it looks like. We'll go with this. We're gonna go with, there's the Diane I was talking about, the Matrona Diane. We'll go with Red Jericho, that seems like an idea. Like an idea. For sure, that works. Let's try that. That'll work. Once again, they can only be used once, so it literally does not matter if these units die or not, as long as we get through the rounds. So you're getting through the rounds without using your important units right off the bat. And I don't think I've used any one important here that I'm ever going to use in the actual battle. So let's get it done with, unless SR Arthur was an important one. in which case, whoops, messed up there. But it's okay because increases the basic stats. We're not going to do that. We're just going to do damage. We're going to just try and hit it with damage, I think. I think that's our goal here. Because we have 20 or 110. Okay, 110, but that was a decrease of some sort. But it looks like we just need to hit hard here. So 2.8k, and what's he do? 4k. As long as they don't do a ton of damage to me, and we don't have any gear, by the way. It's ungeared, by the way. That's the interesting part about it. Okay, we can clear through this, no problem. Diane's our weakest unit by far, and if she does take but that much damage, then I'm sure that he can't take too much more. We'll do this, and we'll get ready to be able to buff, and we'll probably also cause some defense up. 8k, not bad. What's this guy gonna do? 5k. Okay, I wish we had an ult gauge disabler. I actually didn't see this on the list, though, so that's always interesting. This isn't on the list for Training Cave. So, it's fine. Look at that. We're surviving fine. Honestly, we just used a really crappy unit. I guess that's horrible, but oh well, that works. Here, we're gonna boost everyone with this real quick. We're gonna go with a decreased defense-related stats boost, because I think it's a good idea, and then we're going to go with another Arthur attack. We don't have an ultimate gauge lowering, so hopefully we can withstand some damage. We did get an attack stat increase and a defense-related stats decrease, so 13k, we're doing more damage here. Though we'll be able to nuke in just a second, which is fabulous, so let's get that out of the way. Because it looks like they're only attacking my Jericho, who, once again, all these units don't matter. I can literally do whatever I need to do here and be fine. They can take as much damage as they want. It is completely fine. We're going to boost this guy because I feel like he'll get the most damage off here. And we're not even going to use that ultimate. We're going to use his ultimate. Oh no, we didn't use his ultimate. We boosted it for no reason, but at least we got his attack off. But it's okay because, look, Arthur cleared that. Super easy. First level done for me. You could have had a different level. Those units are now locked, though, so just take that into consideration. I always find that very, very interesting that you will lock the character and you can't use it anymore. I think that is kind of concerning, actually. There's a red one, a level 1 red, so I think that was just like wolves. Is that really just wolves? Real quickly, just wanted to show you, I did finish it. I did honestly go with the tactic of just going with level 1s and level 2s and brute forcing through it. I find it way easier to do that, and there we go. There's our last hammer. We are done with Training Cave for this run. I don't know if we get any more keys to open it. Training Cave complete, returning to the tavern. I don't think it actually gives us any keys to run it again. However, it did give us keys in general, which is interesting. I don't know what they're for. I don't know if you can only run it one time or what, but not enough Training Grotto keys. How do you get keys? I need a key that opens the Training Grotto. Do you have to purchase them from a coin shop? Are they in the coin shop? Let's find out real quickly. Here we go, gold coin shop. Not seeing it. It may be part of an event we have to do in order to get them, and that would really suck. Though it wouldn't be that bad, but anyway, and it may give us quests they give them, so let's complete our achievements, which is amazing because here we go. I'm actually surprised it was just ultimate moves. That's actually very entertaining. Did Training Quest have any sort of side quests by itself? No. Interesting. Did it have anything in here that it gave us? Just the straight up rewards. I mean, friendship points here. We'll claim our friend points. We'll go to 100 days and we'll go over here. I think I actually have. Yeah, that works. 3 times Training Cave's done. Check in 3 times during the event. Oh god, I haven't done that. What? No way. I've done that 2 or 3 times. Well, I missed a couple check-in days. Clear deathmatch 3 times during the event and participate in PvP. So let's go. Anyway, I'm gonna end the video here. I'm gonna do that though. I'm gonna get all of those done actually. Wow, I'm gonna literally finish almost everything. I think I need to challenge this as well. I have a lot of stuff to do actually. I am really content with where the game is content-wise. I think it's beautiful. I think Training Cave is a beautiful addition, and I can't wait for the next content drop. I also think that you should not summon on Diane, if you're wondering. I actually haven't had too many questions about that, but for those of you wondering, yeah, don't summon on Diane. And as for the Merlin, don't spend anything on her. Summon on her for free. I literally have 3 days left until the event ends, and I only have 2 steps left. So 2 days from now, I'll have my Merlin guaranteed, and my 3 SSR pendants, all for free without having to summon for it. The unit that was here before that was, well, it was pretty good. Once again, I say don't summon, but there are some good units on here, and her rates are really, really high. As a matter of fact, it's a 0.4% rate for Sunshine Holy Knight Escanor. That's actually a really, really high rate. I think that's actually what his rate released as. So, it's not that it's a high rate by any means. It's 0.4. It's a little under 1%. I'm sure eventually the game will get to where it's like 10% for Escanor. But at this point, 0.4 is pretty good. I do believe that is all for now, though. Hopefully that helps you with Training Cave. And yeah, just get through that crap, because honestly, it doesn't matter if you can even do level 3s. From what I can tell, you may get more rewards in the field of UR equipment. But in order to UR equipment, you've got to want to UR the equipment, because the only 4 heroes we can select right now are Diane, Gilthunder, Hauser, or Valenti. And the only one honestly I would even think about doing is, well, you know, Valenti. And of course, I only have 5 of these because I've challenged it once. But it is okay because, well, that's just how it goes. I think 100-day bingo is probably where, and I honestly, you need to do this event, but I guess I'm out for now. Here, I think I need to get these, and then I need to just, like, go through and select some more numbers, and then reset, of course, because there's some good stuff. If I get all bingo, I get this. And I'm not seeing any of those items. I honestly don't know where those items come from. Maybe they come from 100 Days Bingo. Sharing doesn't do anything, and this is awesome, but I'm out of it, and I don't quite know. It recharges in 5 days. Does it really only have 1 run of it? In which case, yes, if you can only do 1 run every couple days, or every week it looks like, actually, that's probably what it is, then you're gonna have to, you know, grind it out a couple times, go a couple weeks without making 1 UR gear set, which really does suck, but it's okay, because here, we're gonna dispatch our units real quick, because this is something I believe in. But I'm out for now, see you.